Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling tonight, man?
Okay, but I just got a text that former Cowboy Marion Barber passed away at the age of 38. That's a real bummer to start the show. Damn.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I don't want to bring that up because we already tanked the beginning of the show last week with some serious stuff, and I was like, maybe
I like it literally just buzzed in as the opening was playing. I'm like, damn.
Terrible.
But other than that, I'm doing all right. How are
okay,
you?
good.
Hard to transition out of death, so fuck it. Just jump in.
Just jump in. Scott is running on very low computer battery.
So we'll see how this plays out.
It's typical Craft Brewed Sports style. Scott eventually will come back. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Mookie's here too. Mookie, what's going on, man?
Not much. U.S. men just put a second in here down at TQL Stadium, up now 2-0 on Morocco. I want to say it's a 36th minute or so. They've not looked great. They've not looked terrible. Typical men's team being mediocre. Doing well, though, otherwise. Also, just thought about this, but when we're in these situations, why don't we ever just have Scott start on his phone so there's no disruption?
Well, because we like to play dangerously here. We like to roll the dice that maybe Scott can make it all the way through.
21 put in that second goal, by the way, because I know, Cesar, you're about to ask anyway.
The funniest part is this is probably the best my camera has looked in weeks, and and the fucking thing's gonna die. Go figure.
Fantastic. Cesar is here as well. Cesar, how you feeling, man?
I put in a shift last night, got an hour's sleep to go to my actual job, and I'm fucking tired, but had to be here.
Whatever. Congratulations on being an adult. My friend.
No, I put in a different kind of shift.
Oh, you eating pennies?
Was you banging it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's the type of shift I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Congrats, Cesar.
I was supposed to go at 7:45 in the morning. Didn't go to sleep till like 6.
Upgrading from the washing machine. Well done.
She heard you're part of a mildly successful podcast. Huh? Yeah, that'll get it every time.
Matt Barr in the comment section hitting us with an LFG, boys. Matt Barr, Tiffy's, appreciate you. Jared,
Tiffy's Memorial Week.
Oh,
baby.
Jared, we're gonna come back to that since you're giving me the beer, so we can't go to your beer just yet. Matt
So we
Barr,
can go to that.
congrats on the sex, Christian.
And this is why I don't tell people in my real life about this show.
You interns all look alike.
Robert Taylor hit us with the let's go. Shout out Robert Taylor. Good seeing you. Jared, I'm coming back to your comment once we do the beer intros. We got an awesome show for you guys tonight. I got
fuck
Caesar's
real
Rocket
Christian, by the
Celtics.
way.
What's
my
that?
bad. I said fuck real Christian, by the way. Him and his Yukon Huskies taking down my Xavier men's baseball. Just not okay. We what is happening?
My favorite
Smoking?
is you didn't even know that the Xavier men's baseball team was playing for the Big East championship. You had no idea until I told you that. And then you were like, oh, good. I was looking for, you were going to watch the Indy 500 instead of watching the Xavier baseball team go for the Big East championship.
No,
fraud.
I panicked because like Cesar, I put in a hard shift on Friday night, woke up to that on my phone. It was like, fuck, shit. They're the car thing. They're doing that. I know they're doing that.
Congrats to the bottom row on the sex. Appreciate both of you guys. Listen, so tonight, Caesar's rocking his Celtics gear, which is good because he needs to defend his man tonight. We're also going to talk. Scott's favorite person in the world is on Twitter, so he's got a little something for him. And then
Wait, Trump's back already?
Well played.
Before we get to all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. Let me find that real sexual music. I almost went back to the old school music again. Gotta have it. Scott, what is in your mug and would you bang it?
This is the perfect music because I am back on my milkshake IPA shit. And this week I'm drinking Platt Park Brewing's Ice Cream Parlor Peach Milkshake IPA. This sexy son of a bitch right here is brewed with peach puree, Ugandan vanilla, not just any vanilla, straight from Uganda, and lactose. Look here. I've only taken a few drinks of this, but this is cocaine in a glass. I'd fuck it all night long and go on all the ski trips, baby. We skiing the slopes with this one.
Should have ever heard.
This is amazing.
Fantastic. Mookie, what are you drinking and would you bang it?
Oh yeah. We're gonna slide in real sweetly with this one. I am drinking from shout out Aurora, Colorado. See you in T-minus 16 hours. What did the guys say in Detroit? Hide your kids, hide your wife. Like we coming for you, Denver. That's all I'm gonna say about that for right now. But Aurora, Colorado, home of Dry Dock Brewing Company. This is an apricot blonde. So excited. I've basically just sipped some head and I can't even just wait to get to the main course, if you will. So yeah, we're banging this full on sundress style, my man.
Sundress style, always a good time. Caesar, what are you drinking? Would you bang it?
So this week I'm drinking Real Ale Brewing Company's Vámonos, Let's Goce, or Goes, however the fuck you pronounce that. It is a tart, refreshing
goose
beer with lime and salt. It is from Blanco, Texas.
Did you say from Glencoe,
Wait, would
Texas?
you put a thumb in its butt? Is that why you put a thumb up, or what was that all about?
I don't know. It was for moral support of the beer, I guess. I don't know.
Would you bang it, man? Would you bang it?
Yeah, I'd bang the beer.
Would you stay up till 7 a.m. for it?
6:30 maybe.
Also, my buddy Evan, who I'll be visiting in T-minus 16 hours, points out we are not going to Aurora. So Control Z undo all of that.
That is so on brand, Mookie, for you to just be like, I don't know, I'm just going.
I thought that's their neighborhood.
What's even better is there's never anybody to usually call them out on something like that, but instead, Nick coming through in the clutch, Evan, my bad.
No, Evan, yeah,
Just
the
straight,
guy I talk to.
Straight.
I talk to Evan every day of the week, every day of my life, but he never ever watches the show. Like maybe once a month he'll throw
and
it
he's
on.
here to call you
and
out.
he's here
That's
to call me
perfect
out
timing.
tonight of all nights.
Thank
He's
you,
probably
Evan.
making sure I pack, which by the way I have.
I
Don't you even
appreciate
worry.
you.
What
Going
you
back
got?
to Jared, he said he's drinking a Roddy energy drink because he's doing an 8:30 to 6 a.m. shift. That sounds god awful. Thoughts and prayers, Jared. Hope you get through that one. Robert Taylor, a Wild Barrel Brewing's Orange Creamsicle, 8.5% ABV, Imperial Pastry Sour Ale, Valencia Oranges, Vanilla Soft Serve Ice Cream, Vanilla Beans, and Lactose, he said, would fuck.
Wait, Mike, can you put that back up just real quick, the description?
Sure.
An orange creamsicle. Damn, with vanilla. Damn. What is an imperial pastry sour ale? Like
It's a
I know
sour
all
ale.
of those words.
Read the description.
But pastry implies that it's got lactose. Sour ale is the type of beer. Imperial means it's big ass ABV, baby. That's how
Okay,
it
I have
works.
a question.
Yes, go for it. Cesar.
What the fuck does the lactose do to a beer? Because I'm lactose intolerant. So.
So am I, but you know what it does? It makes it nice and creamy. Yeah, you know about
there
that. You know about that. It'll
I'm
keep you up to
familiar.
7 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Is that a little lactose, baby?
Oh, also, Mike, before you tell us
Hayden's
about your
drinking
beer,
Blackberry White Claw Surge. Matt Barr is drinking 6 Point Brewery Smoothie Hazy IPA. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. That's good to know. Mookie, what were you gonna say?
do you know the only thing that you're allowed to do on a shift from 8:30 to 6 a.m.? The only acceptable job description there is?
No.
Sleep.
Making change with pennies.
Wow. Mike, what are you drinking?
No, hang on.
No, not this man. I was on like a 3-week streak too. But...
Earned it. You earned it.
You did earn
You were
that
walking the line earlier, and it had to be done, Mookie.
Habitual line stepper.
I am drinking. I went to Odyssey Beer Works last week. I did that gingerbread latte. This week I went with another gingerbread variation of the beer we've had. We had that fluffy pumpkin from Odyssey Beer Works. So now I have fluffy gingerbread. So 2 weeks in a row, I've gone with the gingerbread variation of the previous beer. This one, it's got gingerbread, molasses, marshmallow, and since it's 90 degrees out, of course we got to go porter on this one. It is damn good. It is thick. It's dark. Exactly how I like my women. Would fuck. Absolutely.
Does your wife know about that?
Bro, I thought there was a biracial thing going on, but I guess not.
No, I mean there still is in a sense, but like, well, I don't know, Mike. You take this. It's your lady, and you can kind of clue Cesar in.
Let us know what you guys are drinking in the comments. Whether or not you would bang your beer.
Well played, sir.
Let's kick off this show with a little bit of basketball talk.
Boom shakalaka!
Steve Kerr. No, I'm just kidding. That would have been really
Let's fucking go!
Caesar, why are you so hyped? I mean,
Because
it's
we're
real.
gonna win this shit in fucking 5. Fuck them bitch ass Warriors.
Okay,
No.
MSB.
You're not gonna win in 5. Don't be silly.
Okay, I'm doing this for the show. It's for content.
The word
all
you're
right,
looking for is lose.
I thought you were being serious because
No,
we'll
we're
talk
gonna win in
about that.
6.
Are you, as a Celtics fan, are you worried at all that Steph Curry was already out here re-gripping his golf clubs 2 days before the NBA Finals? Like, he gives no fucks about your team. He's like, we got this on lock. I'm ready for the offseason already. Let me re-grip these clubs and be ready to hit the course as soon as I mop up these clowns.
It's not that he's not. It's not that he's on lock. He's just already thinking he's like, fuck, the defensive player of the year, who my coach hates, has to guard me. Like, he's going to guard me. I'm fucked. Jayson Tatum, who had 3 girlfriends at one time, is playing against me. I'm fucked. The Time Lord himself is playing against me. I'm fucked.
No, I'm calling him out on this now because it's early enough in the show. He can't be that hammered. This multiple girlfriends thing, is this like a measurement stick that you have?
Okay, look.
People, or is this like confirmed he's got multiple?
This was confirmed. Well, this was like his rookie year.
Yeah, so it's been a minute since then.
Okay, but wait, he was in the NBA, made it to the conference finals with 3 girlfriends at one time. What does that mean? He could handle the pressure.
Yeah, but didn't they lose that conference finals?
He can still handle the pressure.
But like, he doesn't have 3 girlfriends now, so maybe he couldn't take all that pressure and had to like focus.
He's a more involved dad. So
Robert Taylor pointing out Warriors were winning it all, and he said the depoy should have been Draymond. So
yeah, kicking dicks and playing.
Yeah, bro.
I love
what kind of man you are,
dicks.
Robert.
That's how you play defense, man.
Listen, I'm glad you brought up Jayson Tatum, Cesar, because Jayson Tatum caught all the strays this weekend. Because
Stray cats.
Game 7, prior to Game 7, Jayson Tatum sent out a text message and then later on decided to post a picture to Instagram of the text message with him over the Larry Bird trophy that he had won. Let's just take a look real quick at that message. He texted Kobe Bryant, "I got you today," with finger crossed emoji. And then later posted the screenshot of that text message. Real look at me Larry over here, just being like, hey, look at what I did to get pumped up for the game. I texted a guy who's dead. I texted a dead rapist and said, I got you today. I'm playing this one for you. And then had to huddle over the trophy.
Also, hold on. Let me text Kobe Bryant. I can just go into my contacts and name anything I want, Kobe Bryant, and send it a random text and have it not respond. Wow, I'm glad I didn't know about this beforehand. Jayson Tatum can get fucked for this. This is the most bullshit thing I think I've ever seen. What would have been great is if it texts back, it's like, oh, new number, who this? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, oh yeah, that's right. They gave Kobe's number out because it's just another one in the fucking system. It's not like they retired it. Get the fuck out of here, Jayson Tatum.
Here's what's crazy about this. If this really is Kobe Bryant's number and it really did Kobe have an Android? Because that's
Kobe ain't got no Android. That's some fucking bullshit. You know it. Also, Mike, we need to get a drop or whatever. That is just something that's like, get him, Scott. Just get him. Just go slay, son. Go slay. I don't even need to say.
This is fucking lame. Lamest shit ever. I got you today.
It's the corniest thing I have ever seen. Listen, you want to text because I know Kobe trained Jayson Tatum and like there was a connection there. Whatever. You want to text them because
trained him to have 3 girlflines at the same time. Trained him.
Well, if it was Kobe,
I believe they call that grooming, but whatever. Go on.
I get, you want to do something to pump yourself up, whatever, but don't post the screenshot after the fact.
That's the corny part.
Hey, look at this. Corny. Look at what I did. I did it for Kobe. He wore a purple armband.
That was hard to look at. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, you play for the Celtics and you're rocking the Lakers colors on your armband.
Dubs and two. Fuck this shit. They're gonna beat their asses. They're gonna beat their asses so bad they're just gonna call the series and be like, we ain't playing no more.
The Warriors didn't play anybody to get to the finals. We played arguably the hardest fucking playoff schedule.
Which means you're worn down and tired. Bro.
I was just gonna say that.
Are you serious? That doesn't mean shit.
Look, bro.
I'd rather have fresh.
When we win in 3
Warriors.
games. Because after cancel the
I hope every time Steph knocks down a 3 or puts up a 3,
ankles
he
are
said,
made of fucking
Kobe!
dust.
His ankles are made of dust. So what are you gonna blow on him?
Kobe,
you Lance Stevenson and blow on him?
No.
Hey, Jason, you hear me there? I got him today. Kobe! I would taunt this motherfucker every chance I got.
Why does he have it? Why the fingers crossed? Like, I got you today. Hey, I don't know. Maybe here's the hope.
No. That's a younger thing. That means I got you. I got you.
Oh, he called you old. Fuck you. Okay. You guys old.
Surprised you didn't.
No. It's a younger thing. It's like when you have your fingers behind your back when you're lying to your parents. It's like, yeah, I ate my vegetables. So maybe he was lying. He's like, I got you today, Kobe, but not really.
No, yeah, Tate. I'm saying the dumb shits with their fucking comment. Shit's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, get him, Cesar.
Wait, Robert Taylor is gassing it up in the comments. I love it. He said this is great because especially Kobe wouldn't give a damn about the conference finals.
He wouldn't.
Championship or bust for Kobe. And then Robert said the Celtics didn't play any team with as many shooters as the Warriors, and then went on to say he's refuting Caesar's claim about this tough walk that the Celtics had.
Oh, and no Lowry, by the way, either. Lowry was like played half his minutes.
Okay, so are we just discrediting the injuries the Celtics had, or does that just go over?
What injuries? No. Al Horford was out there banging every single game, bro. Your best player was on the court the whole time and put up buckets.
He's not our starting center.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He is the heart of your team.
Butler, and you still struggled.
Do they still have Al Horford's old ass?
We got him back.
Seriously, he got that old man strength.
We got him back from OKC.
I can't wait to see him and Draymond just go at it.
It's going to be Time Lord, and Time Lord's going to beat his ass.
Caesar, Matt Barr wants to know, what is he planning on doing with one of those 4 girlfriends?
I think the other two out of the picture now at this point. He's a very committed dad. He's a good Samaritan.
I got
you. Mean he couldn't handle all that pressure because he lost in the conference finals, so he had to narrow it down to one girlfriend?
No. He was like, you know what? I'm going to settle.
One more time, Scott.
I got you today, bro. I got us, fam. I won the MVP in the conference finals for the team that was your rival. Fuck out of here.
Yep.
Fucking lame ass Duke. Fucking lame ass Dookie. Did Coach K put him up to that?
I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
You know, Coach K don't remember Jayson Tatum. Like, who?
When he pointed out, he texted some confused rando.
Hey, he did.
I love this idea of just some random guy getting a text message just like, I got you today with like the fingers crossed. He's like, what the fuck is this? He's probably like going up to, because it's an old guy. He's got an Android, so he went up to his kids and he's like, what does this mean? What is this? Is this you guys fucking with me here?
It caused a domestic dispute. It's like, hey, yo, bitch. Who the fuck is texting my phone said it got me? You've been stepping out? What the fuck?
You're almost there. You're so close. I want you to just go that next step to get the other one, to earn the other one.
Yeah, it was close. It was very borderline to get the other one. It's got to be earned. And then Gabe said Kyrie played 30 games, so that's the other thing, Caesar. The Nets weren't really the Nets.
Okay, but you still have Kevin fucking Durant.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, who ain't shit because he never got double teamed. Didn't you hear?
We didn't have Marcus Smart for like half of the fucking series against the. That's cap. It was a few games.
Oh yeah,
Series.
Marcus Smart. Oh
yeah, the defensive player of the year. And then we're missing Robert Williams, our starting 5. So like, I don't know where.
Cesar, I'm just glad that you don't have any defense of this. You're not trying to stick up for.
The text message, that's fucking corny. As someone who's against corny, but so happens to be kind of corny when it comes to like throwing game and shit. Like,
you're on the right show. Go ahead.
When I see corny, I acknowledge it and I fucking hate it. I love
corny. Recognize corny, baby.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Is that because you're pissed that they took your move? You're like, shit, man. Why ain't think of that?
No, I don't say I got you today, bro. Who the fuck do I got? My dad? Like,
oh, dude, this is my new
I'm gonna text my dad before a test.
This is
I
my
got
new
you today,
text
bro.
to every day. This is my new text to everybody. This is my new sign off. It won't matter what we're talking about. All right, got us today.
Scott, got you, bro.
Pickleball. I got you today, bro.
I'm still giggling about corny. Recognize corny.
Yeah, bro. Like,
is it just me, or does that make you think of a corn dog?
Dude, I've been wanting a corn dog so fucking bad.
You just go to the frozen section. You're grocery, man.
I love that Mookie and Cesar are the same person. They are literally just the exact same person. Mookie just starts thinking of corn dogs, and Cesar's like, I've been looking for a corn dog. Holy shit. And then you guys bond and talk about soccer. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Boy, wait. So before we shift into that, because I can't wait to just, like I said to you guys in the group text, bathe in his tears. We can't leave the basketball section without making a pick. Cesar, obviously,
Celtics in 6. We're gonna end it in the Chase Center.
Well, so much for you should obviously go last.
Oh, it's gonna be in Boston.
You're the only actual fan who has analysis of the series, but since he blew his wad,
no, go for it.
Warriors with a gentleman's sweep.
All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Dubs in 5.
What?
Yeah. Dubs in 5.
Gentleman's sweep here. Incoming. It's gonna be the most boring final.
It really is.
I know they're pumped because they're like, oh great, we got the Boston market, and we got Golden State, and this is the young stars coming up against the old. This is gonna be boring as shit. Warriors are gonna run them out of the arena. It's done.
So Cesar, here, because I thought this was going to be a little bit more, well, let's say detailed of an analysis heading in. But what I got for you, and you might like this, it's either going to be Warriors in 5, and we'll know after game 1, or it's going to be Celtics in 7, and the series is going to be one of the best in the last 10 years. Because the way the styles match up, like the Warriors can shoot your lights out, but the Celtics, they could lean on them. They could grind and play some defense. The problem is
the size on them.
I don't like them coming
down
out.
The fucking NBA finals.
I mean, I was trying to, but apparently that's not what we do. So
we ain't broken down the NBA finals in this show like ever.
You're right. So I'll just throw anything. I'll throw a video out on Twitter later. Then give you my picks.
This ain't corner booth, Mookie.
Dude, I'm just saying there's some compelling options here.
Talking about defensive matchups and shit.
Boys, there are so many good
Mookie,
lines.
Here's what we want out of you. We want to know what degenerate actions are you taking.
That's what I was trying to say. So
Robert Williams over blocks and rebounds over Draymond's fucking 5'10" ass.
I'm taking the over on nuts to Al Horford's face.
He's not going to start.
That's my
see those. All right, so that's a separate card. That's the prop card. Like, so the straight up game card is we're gonna parlay Celtics in 7 with, or not parlay. We're gonna box Celtics in 7 with Dubs in 5. We're gonna take the Dubs to cover in game 1, Celtics to outright win game 2. And that's your box. So you hit 2 out of those 4, you pay yourself. Then on the prop side, Draymond Green is going to attempt to, but not successfully grab Al Horford's nuts in game 3 because he's going to get near him.
Whoa! He kicks dicks, not grabs.
Yeah, he doesn't grab. He
kicks.
Hey, man, this is a different Draymond. This is a different Dubs, and this is Al Horford. He got old man strength and old man fucking prostate. So take that into consideration.
What's that got to do with Draymond's MO of kicking people in the dick? Like, I mean, that both things can be true. But
Draymond may be dirty. Draymond may be a competitor, but he is also a man, and he is not going to try to kick a dude in the nuts that might lead to an exploded prostate.
Guys,
so therefore,
he's
going to go for the grab.
The way here for a second. So a couple predictions from the chat. Robert Taylor said Warriors in 6 because they love winning at home, and then he corrected himself and said 5, mistype. Gabe says Warriors in 5. Robert also said, fun fact, Warriors haven't lost at home this postseason. And then
So
Matt
fun.
Barr from the top rope, fellas, sounds like we got to bring back the degenerate dartboard of doom for this series. Oh, shit.
I'm really glad
we
you
are
do
making predictions. Do we have to bust out the
DVOD.
dartboard?
I think
Yeah,
so.
sure. We'll do that right after Mike does his spread, his Instagram spread. Hey, people don't forget.
Scott, will you let him trade his entire spread for one picture of his spread butthole?
What?
No.
Whoa, what? Hold on. What the fuck kind of deal is that?
I'm just trying to
That
stir up some
sounds-
This is
controversy.
for the second time in the show. Give it to him, please. Give it to him. Give it to
I
him.
was too disgusted.
Ooh.
This 7:30 a.m.
Look,
clickbait.
look at you making up for lost time after you haven't had a couple of weeks.
I'm just trying to find my stride here.
Did I ever tell you guys about how I almost ruined my brother's marriage because of that degenerate dartboard of doom punishment?
No.
So for those of you that don't know, that we used to do the degenerate dartboard of doom. We would make picks. If you got it wrong, you had to throw it a dartboard and you get a punishment. One of the punishments I got was I had to recreate like Instagram model pictures, which I never did, but we were going to do it. It was like, hey, go follow us on Instagram. Mike's going to post these pictures. My brother created an Instagram account
Oh
just
God.
to follow along and see, but he never told his wife about it. So then she found out that he had this Instagram account
Oh my God.
sneaking around.
Poor
behind-
Vic.
So then when he clarified, I was like, no, it's just because the stupid thing Mike's doing, I got to follow. She was like, well, you're not following me. So he's still in trouble anyway.
Wow.
Oh, what a tough L. What a tough L, brother.
Hey, Vic. I got us, bro. I got us.
I got you, twin.
That shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna get so much run out of this dumb
is such
ass
bullshit,
text,
though,
man.
because you shorted me one earlier. You handed one out to Tyson just basically for showing up last week.
Hey, man, nobody decides it except for Mike. He's the gatekeeper. Just chill.
That's right.
I can't help it if I'm that good.
It's also, it
What I
wasn't so
said
much
last
what he
night.
said, it was the timing of it, and it was the unexpected placement. It was just there's
So, like,
nuances to this.
There's levels to this shit, man.
So they count for
Also, Corny
sticking your
recognized
landing and
Corny.
shit.
Yeah, corny recognized corny.
Oh God, I hate you both.
All right. One more quick basketball story before we switch gears here. We didn't talk about it last week, but the NBA is looking to expand again. We might have 2 new teams coming to the NBA. Las Vegas is getting a team, and Seattle is getting a team back. So there we go. That's a thing. Oh no, Matt Barr. Now it has to come back. You'll have more marriages to ruin.
For real, though. How did we never
True.
find out about that? What a hidden gem.
I can't believe I didn't tell you. I thought for sure I told you guys.
No, man, that's a classic though.
Yeah.
Look, all I know is I'm pretty sure Jenna's looking for a way out. So let's make it happen. Also, now that I got my foot firmly planted in the door, we do need to go back to this with Robert Taylor, because you know who also hadn't lost at home in the postseason? Scott, you got this one. You're the expert.
The Avs.
The Hurricanes, no?
Wow, we have a new contender from Texas himself. Cesar chiming in with the correct answer that the Carolina Hurricanes hadn't lost at home all playoff series until they lost Game 7 that sent the Rangers on to the conference finals.
Yeah, fucking Rangers.
Yeah, I'm just
No,
saying
seriously,
that
I saw
mowed
that
the
they moved on, and I was
mess.
like, God damn, New York. So it's now it's either New York has to make it or Tampa Bay has to make it for like the 90th time in a row.
Nah,
But I did say it was going to be
I don't see
Avs
why
over
that's a
Tampa
hard
Bay.
conversation to
You did.
have, Scott.
Oh, it's
easy.
not.
Fuck
It's
Tampa.
no, it's fuck New York.
No,
It's
you see, you're
always no.
absolutely
The
wrong.
answer is always fuck New York sports, and then you proceed
No.
to who's up next. It's generally fuck New York sports, then fuck LA sports, and then whoever else.
So what you're saying is that you trust a Canadian team to defeat Tampa Bay in the finals to keep the cup out of their hand for the three-peat.
No, I told you Colorado's winning that shit, son of a bitch.
I mean, we know that's not happening.
Robert Taylor said the Carolina Hurricanes don't have 3-point gods. All right, so we got gentleman sweep. We got Mookie had some crazy bets, and then Cesar obviously thinks.
I just got the notification that my computer's going to sleep soon, so that's cool. We made it half hour in.
Looking forward to you dropping and ruining the setup for a little bit until you dial back in on your phone. It's going to be very fun.
Fair enough.
Make sure when you dial back in, you got that phone horizontal. We don't need that vertical camera angle. It looks weird.
Oh, you don't want to see the gray hairs underneath my chin?
I hear they're distinguished, Scott.
They're not.
Oh. Well,
what do we think about these expansion teams, guys? Seattle getting a team back.
I'm really sick of Las Vegas getting teams. Like, for
Las
what?
Vegas is just getting everything, man.
Remember when it was like, oh, they're gonna get this, they're gonna get that. Like, it was just the talk forever, and now they're one baseball team away from having 4 major sports. Like, what the f?
Which is gonna happen as soon as the A's move.
Right.
Vegas. Go ahead, Cesar.
Are they that big of a market for them to be getting everything?
Doesn't
I
matter.
understand,
It's all
like,
about
I
the
understand
TV
it's like-
deals now, man.
Okay. I understand it's like entertainment, like capital and stuff with all like, well, Vegas being Vegas, but like, are they that big of a fucking draw? Because they're getting F1 also. Like, they got an F1 race next year.
You don't have to draw, dude. No. You just got to broadcast.
It is a good draw because think of how many fans come into Vegas to watch their team play in Vegas. Like, it's a perfect spot for you don't necessarily need to groom a home market. You've got a built-in destination for fans coming in to watch their team, and then hopefully run into the players afterwards in the clubs and shit. Which that's what I'm more surprised about. There's really only been like one incident.
That's a motivation, is to run into the players in the club.
You don't think so? You don't think people want to go to Vegas to watch their team and then hopefully run into their players?
No, not in the least bit, because I like my freedom. I don't like a manslaughter charge, and that's most likely what happened when I ran into one of the players from my teams, because they're all a disappointment, basically.
Gabe's pointing out Notre Dame is playing in Vegas this year too. I forgot about that. I forgot Notre Dame is going to Vegas to play this year.
We got it. Are we playing? We got to be playing a cupcake, please, for Jesus' sake.
I'm sure it is.
It isn't UNLV or some stupid shit like that.
That's not a cupcake, but that is Bob Davies' old squad, right?
Tate Martell's the quarterback there. If he even fucking
Tate Martell is still in college.
Tate Martell is in the FCF. Come on, quit playing.
He should be.
He'd be smoking doobies.
Scott, I had to mute you once you fired up that camera, and it was getting an echo through both your computer and your phone.
Ooh, sorry. I was just like, let me get this set up because I know it's gonna drop.
This feels worth losing my button privileges for.
Don't add me to the.
Oh, come on,
you jackass!
Did you hear me say this is worth losing my button privileges?
Oh, you don't have button privileges.
Hard to lose them if you never had.
I don't know. The stream would protest otherwise, but
all right, we've already kind of started talking about it. Let's talk a little.
BYU, yeah, that's bad. That's not a good time. BYU could very easily beat us, and
future Big 12 school.
You guys excited that John Madden's on the Madden cover this year?
I might buy it this year for once.
Madden's back on the cover, and all I could think when they announced that Madden was on the cover was, are they going to make it the quality back when, it didn't suck? Like, are we going to take it? Are we going to do throwback quality in the game, or are we just doing throwback covers? Because the game is for shit. But if they can do throwback gameplay and presentation and features, that'd be loverly.
Loverly?
Yeah, like that's how little I care about who's on the fucking like the cover. They could just hand me a disc. They'd be like, "This is the greatest Madden you've ever played because we actually put in effort." And I'd be like, "Great, that's amazing." Don't give a shit who's on the cover of it. It just needs to not play like dick.
Robert Taylor saying the Madden curse happened early this year.
No, it's correct.
So has this is the first title released since his passing?
Yeah.
Yes, first title since his passing. It's also the first time he's been on the cover since 2000. So it's been 23 years since Madden has been on the cover.
I thought it was a lot longer.
You know what the second thought I had though when they announced this, I was like, Did players stop being like, man, I don't want to be on the cover of that bullshit. The fucking game sucks. Like the kids don't even play Madden no more. So it's like, it's not even good for my brand. Like, do I want to be on the cover of Madden? Like, not really.
You know, my favorite part of Madden cover day is when they start tweeting about it. It always comes up every time the Madden cover is announced. Trending in the United States is Peyton Hillis, and people are always just like, "You guys remember when Peyton Hillis was like, how the fuck did that happen?" And I
still can't believe that shit happened.
I was watching fucking Sports Nation like in 4th grade, and I saw Peyton Hillis come out of like the backstage. Here's your coverage. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is that guy?
They should have put Deshaun Watson on the cover. I heard he racked up another number yesterday.
Damn.
Moving on.
I didn't know that.
I mean, good things happen when
I feel
Browns
like-
are on the cover. Peyton Hillis.
I feel like that
Deshaun
doesn't count as a
Watson.
-1, but it should still be noted though.
It's definitely noted.
It should be noted.
Definitely noted. Yeah, that was
Yeah. Also, Scott,
SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey's in hot water. Did you guys hear about that? Speaking of video games,
hold on, Scott. I'm impressed you went that route instead of going for the prompt that you still have yet to hit tonight. I thought that would have been a layup with Peyton Hillis, and why he would have made the cover, as opposed to other players in that year.
Oh, white people being on the cover? That's not usually a thing. You know, I'm surprised they didn't put Cooper Kupp on the fucking cover of this shit.
Honestly.
Well, no, but it's not just that.
They're like, look at this white guy leading at a skill position. We gotta put him on the cover. It was the same thing with Peyton Hillis.
Exactly what it was. They were like, "This is a white running back. This is weird, guys. He's got to be on the cover." It's even Christian McCaffrey hasn't gotten on the cover, which is insane.
And he won't either because he gonna be trash from now on. Period.
You might be right about that, Mookie.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Barr saying Peyton Hillis won me a fantasy football championship.
Man, dude, if I was Mike Allstott, I would have had so much issue with Peyton Hillis making it on the fucking cover before. I'm like, this is some real bullshit.
Mike Allstott was a legit hoss, though. Like, can we?
He was like he deserved it more than Peyton Hillis. He wasn't a one-season wonder.
Him and Warwick done in the backfield. If you could have thrown Peter Warwick on the outside and had all three of those at their prime, holy shit, dude!
What? Does this motherfucker just say Peter Warwick?
Hell yeah, I did.
I wasn't born, so.
This was another name in the long list of Bengals first round busts. Like, yeah, that's why you don't know the name.
Yeah, before Joe Shiesty.
Hey, he was a good flex wide receiver for like 2-3 years out of school, though.
What?
Guys, I'm looking at the Peyton Hillis season, the season that put him on the
It wasn't even that special. You're gonna read it and be like,
1,300 yards.
He had 270 rushes for 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. He had 11 touchdowns, and they were like, "This is amazing."
LaDainian Tomlinson had 3 times everything that same season, guaranteed.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, go.
Tomlinson had a million better numbers.
Look up
That was
LT
in his prime.
and Sean Alexander. I want to see both of those.
Here, I gotta look. I'll look up the stats from 2010.
Well, Sean Alexander made the cover though, at 07 or something.
No, but I know, but like for the same reason, Scott. Like Sean Alexander was probably in the end zone 20+ times. LT probably had like 1,800 total yards of offense.
But they had too much melanin, so it was like, those numbers aren't impressive.
That was the only time in his entire career that Peyton Hillis ran for over 1,000 yards in a
Yep.
season.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even close. It's the only time that
Did he
only ran
combine for
over
1,000 yards the rest of
twice.
his career?
Yes, he definitely combined for the rest of his career. Here's his rushing numbers for his career: 343 yards, 54 yards. That's in 14 games.
Oh,
he ran for 54 yards. 587 yards after the 1,100 yard season. 309, 247, 115.
Matt Barr knows. Peter Warwick, the massive bust. The fuck you talking about? That's what I was trying to allude to. Like, the fuck you talking about?
Dude, I'm telling you, Peter Warwick was a great pick. He built me depth at wide receiver. He got those return yards that at the time Yahoo was rewarding like they mattered.
My friend was pissed off that NFL and Yahoo cut ties because he wouldn't be able to watch some games for free.
That's a weird life
You
to
actually
live.
watch those streams?
Look, bro, wherever we find a stream, we're gonna watch it. I'm not gonna pay for cable.
I mean, I feel like there's better places to find a stream than Yahoo,
Guys,
like the internet.
That year, Peyton Hillis wasn't even in the top 10 in rushing yards.
Jesus Christ.
They were like, look at this guy. He runs the ball. He's white.
Mike, count us down.
Jamal Charles, Michael Turner, Chris Johnson, Maurice Jones-Drew, Adrian Peterson, Rashard Mendenhall, Steven Jackson, Ahmad Bradshaw, Ray Rice. All of them had more rushing yards.
You know what's fucking crazy is Adrian Peterson played last year, right?
And in hindsight, the only one on that list that the EA might have regretted later is Ray Rice. Like the rest of them might have been fine with.
Yeah.
He was 11th in yards on the year. He was 7th in touchdowns.
Matt.
Wow. Like the most unspectacular cover athlete of any sports game ever. Like seriously, he might be the worst cover athlete for a sports game in the history of sports games.
It's why I love Madden Cover Day, because every year people are just like, Peyton Hill, what the fuck was that year? Because it's always the graphic of like, here's all the Madden covers. Which one was your favorite? And people are always like, dude, what the fuck? Not only, I mean, first of all, white running back, weird. But then it was a Browns player too. So that made it even doubly strange. Just insane.
Or it was a double dip, and they're like, hey, we got to cross off the Browns and we got to cross off white running back. So now
honest to God, I will go to my grave thinking that was it. It was like, oh well, it's real unique that this white guy is the lead running back. And oh, by the way, we're never going to put a Brown on the cover. Otherwise, fuck it. Like, let's just do this. Like, because otherwise it makes no earthly sense. You hear all those numbers and everything, and it's like, there's no reason for him to have been on the fucking cover. It wasn't pushing sales. That's for fucking
didn't he
sure.
come on real hard in like the back half of the year though? Like, didn't he put up all those yards in basically like 8 games?
I did not look
or less.
His breakdown,
his game log.
Yeah, that was probably.
What about his
that would be even funnier.
Did you pull
That'd
up
be
his
even funnier
splits?
if all of the yards came in just like a couple games. So it's like
4.
his average was like real shit for most of the games. Like he just went out there and was a guy.
But he got 1,200 yards in preseason.
All right, now you're making me do work while I try. I can't do this.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I don't care about Peyton Hillis that much. Like,
I was gonna say,
who
would have thought we would have spent this much time talking Peyton Hillis tonight?
We need to make sure we tag this the Peyton Hillis episode. Get the word out.
Yeah,
and then just get some sexy chick wearing a Peyton Hillis jersey.
One cover.
What's that?
Like, would you prefer the 2 cover athlete when it was Larry Fitzgerald and Troy Polamalu, or just one person?
No, I didn't mind.
I low-key like the Peyton Hillis one more.
I didn't mind the idea, but I thought it was a stupid way to put it on there. Exactly. Like it was just like you can't choose one. Like it needs to be one. Like
and not Troy.
I liked when NCAA did like the various colleges, and depending on which part of the country you were in.
Yes, that was cool.
That was a good. Like,
I got RG3
cover. There he goes, Scott. Now switching to the camera. We're gonna boot this one. Here he comes back in.
Wow,
I'm back.
Seamless
transition, Scott, with crappy audio.
Although,
now.
I was gonna say, Scott, throw that green screen on real quick.
Yeah,
or at least turn us and go full corner booth style, would you?
Leave it exactly how it is. This is the exact quality I want.
You want to have?
I was just gonna say when and the light cut off too. It was like, oh, I don't have power to that. Fuck you. God damn it! I hate everything. I wasted all my battery power. I'm talking about Peyton fucking Hillis.
It was worth it.
Well, listen, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey is in trouble this week because during some media availability, he said, quote, forget whether NCAA video games come back. That's not at the top of my priority list.
Excuse me?
Exactly.
Excuse
me? Not happy. Not happy at all about this. So Greg Sankey in hot water because obviously he does not care if the video game comes back. And I feel like this should be the top of everybody's list. This should be the only thing that we are talking about. We're talking about NIL, and that's fine. This video game should be the only thing that is brought up. Go ahead.
January 2023-ish is like the rumored release date because EA released like their release schedule to investors and stuff. And January 2023 is like a projected like release date.
Wait, I thought they were still saying that it like wasn't even close. Like
Well, there's a lot of things that have to go in place. They have to figure out who's how they're paying the players to use their name and image. Are you going to have to come up with like an agreement with every single player? Is it going to be like a blanket thing where it's like, hey, opt into this game and we'll pay you X amount? Like there's a lot of logistics to figure out. Mookie, you look uninterested or upset or
no, I'm very despondent while I also watch the U.S. men continue to just be mediocre against Morocco. But what else would we expect? The problem is, and what I'm most worried about in the grander scheme of things, is that like there is a window where people aren't going to remember NCAA football for what it was, which means they're going to stop fighting for it in that same way. And so like we got to figure some of this shit out and get the game back out there so that the kids coming up understand why it's worth lending their name, image, and likeness.
Matt Stan wants to know if Peyton Hillis is available.
I know they know now, Cesar, but we wait fucking 5. If we dick around and wait 5 years, will they still know?
I think so, just because.
What's funny is they could probably get him for real cheap. Like, hey, Peyton, you want a couple of bucks? Be on this cover. We don't want to pay none of these kids. So
shit, you could probably get away just throwing on some barbecue, some ribs or something. You know,
Peyton's like, well, I mean, I guess I'll ask for the night off at Kinko's and go do that. Sure, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds great.
Wait, why do you got to get the night off? Just do it at Kinko's. Like it's a one-stop shop. They make posters and shit there.
What is Peyton Hillis doing nowadays? Now I got to look this up, fellas.
You feel like a realtor. Or a realtor.
I'll tell you what, he's not teaching doctoral medical shit at UC like Andrew Hendricks, so fuck him.
He is a high school football coach in Arkansas since 2015.
Oh, so he knows about that barbecue.
I was on the cover of video games.
That's probably his like main selling point when he introduces himself to the freshmen.
Right?
He's just got that cover in a frame at his desk. There's no pictures of his kids or his wife. It's just
no. It's a poster, Mike. It's not just a game. It's a fucking poster on the wall.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was Peyton Hillis, I'd walk around with that bitch. I'd be like, hey, you know who I am?
Like Flava Flav style with like a Madden like
I would just walk
medallion
around with a copy of me on the cover, like you know who I am? Well, if you don't, here I am, Peyton Hillis.
How did he get drafted? Right in college, he ran for 240 yards, 315, 57, and 348. He did not run for 1,000 yards in his college career and somehow got drafted in the 7th
It had to be that 57-yard year.
No. He was living off that Run DMC drip. Like he was riding his coattails. He was his fullback.
You use drip seamlessly. I'm impressed.
Yes. Oh God, I thought. Oh, so
where did Peyton Hillis go?
Arkansas.
Oh, we went to because you said Run DMC, and I was like, he played behind Darren McFadden, like.
No, well, he was the other back in the pistol. Like it used to be Darren McFadden, Peyton Hillis, and their quarterback, whoever that guy was.
It wasn't Felix Jones.
Well, Felix. No, I think Felix Jones preceded DMC, and Peyton spanned them both.
Matt said, like when Tack McKinley brought the picture of his grandma to the draft stage. That's how
that was hard. That was hard. As someone who lived with grandparents, that was hard.
Oh, Peyton Hillis. I love it. All right, listen, one more football story. So apparently there is a rumor that Amazon is trying to get in this Manning cast type game. They want to rival the Manning cast, so they are looking at bringing in Pat McAfee to do a Manning cast type broadcast for Amazon. Scott, that eye roll looks like it hurt. That's how big of an eye roll that was. It looked like you dislocated something doing that. You are not in on this. You don't want a Pat McAfee broadcast. Manning cast.
No, I'm not one of. I'm not one of these people that enjoys Pat McAfee and his bullshit takes. Like he's so over fucking hyped, and it's all because he was a goddamn punter. Like if he played any other position, nobody would give a shit. But it's like, oh, look at Pat McAfee. He's a punter and he's got opinions. Like, fuck out of here.
Unless they're gonna prime deliver us, Coke 2 days before, I don't give a shit. Like I don't need to hear anything Pat McAfee's got to say.
Right. It's just like it doesn't move the needle at all.
No.
Cesar, you've got a take.
It's not even a take. It's kind of unrelated. But say like drugs became legal. This is just me being tired of.
All right, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Say drugs became legal.
Okay, drugs illegal. Go.
And Amazon Prime picked up their price to like $60 a month, but you'd get your zip or your like 8-ball or whatever your vice is in like a day. Would you sign up for Amazon Prime?
People ain't waiting a day for an 8-ball. Let me just go ahead. Yeah.
If it's legal, then I don't necessarily have to go through Amazon. I could just get it at the store.
True. I didn't think too much thought into it, but yeah, my bad. Sorry.
But no, you're good. Ryan McCarthy said, you know who should be on the Amazon cast? Peyton Hillis. And I think so.
Peyton Hillis and Pat that I would watch.
He said, now there's your Peyton cast with Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
I would watch it if it was Peyton Hillis.
If Amazon was like, we got our own Peyton Hillis.
Why don't people pay us for these ideas, man?
Because we didn't come up with it. Ryan McCarthy did. We just read it.
But he put it in our chat, which is
exactly
legally a thing we own now. So
Matt Barr said, give the gig to Marshawn. Now that would be something.
Yes.
Marshawn Lynch doing one of those.
But just Marshawn.
Marshawn talk about anything. Fuck that. Like, it wouldn't even have to be football. Like, Marshawn just talking about life.
Not Marshawn and Peyton.
No. Just Marshawn.
It would be a good combo to see Marshawn and Peyton try.
That I would see.
Carry on
not Marshawn and Pat, because that would end in again a homicide.
All
right, well, good. I'm glad nobody's on board with the Pat McAfee.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm just here
US
so I don't get fired.
Yep. We eat some Skittles.
I was gonna say it's a 3-hour-long Skittles commercial as he just pops on the entire show.
Dude, Skittles sales would skyrocket.
That was impressive, Mookie. You stumbled at first. Gutsy call going with Skittles and skyrocket in the same sentence, but well done.
When was the last time you had a bag of Skittles? I haven't had a bag of Skittles since I was like 4.
We used them to potty train our kids, so we had like a big ass bag of Skittles that we would give the kids.
So they would like have to pee at the Skittle in the toilet?
No, well, we did try that for a little bit, but that was with Cheerios because I'm not wasting Skittles on target practice. But yeah, you throw a Cheerio in there,
that makes more sense.
No,
hold
Skittles.
Hold on a second, you rich bastard! I hope you bought like generic ass toasted oats.
Oh yeah, it was
the
big bag. No, it was the big bag on the bottom of the shelf. It didn't even say toasted oats. It just said O's on it. Like it was just like this, and it was a big ass bag of them. And yeah,
and
I wasn't using Cheerios. You can't. They got all the gluten out of that shit now. You can't waste Cheerios.
He didn't even buy that shit in the store. It was in the back of someone's trunk.
Speaking of target practice at school, there's urinals with like a literal like Target logo, like a bullseye. In the fucking urinal.
What does that say about our college-educated males' ability to hit a fucking...
No, it's sick. I'm aiming for that shit like if I'm in the Olympics, fucking in archery.
Right, see, but like if it wasn't there, y'all be pissing all over the fucking place.
It's a dangerous game because then you're not just standing... Like, I could see myself just scooting further and further back.
Yeah, like a three-point line. That's what I did. And like I tried to put more power into it for a stronger stream.
Caesar's doing Kegel exercises to try to get...
They're fucking like...
Moving on.
I can still press buttons.
Good call. Good call.
Trying to be more responsible.
Scott is struggling so hard to find something comfortable, and
I'm trying to find a spot where it's like, God damn, there's some light. Fucking hey.
All right, so Mike, what we need to do post-show tonight.
What we were all thinking. Speaking of target practice at school, worst transition in history.
Ooh, fuck.
Bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
And that doesn't follow it up well, buddy. Read the room.
Let's talk baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit!
I could take off this hat now since we're done with college ball.
Another yellow card of the U.S. Meds game.
Mookie, that was poorly timed.
Yeah, well, that's basically the story of my life. Every decision I've made has been poorly
You know
timed.
how long that drop is. Why did you think that was a good time?
It's baseball. Everything seems slower than it actually ends up being.
You know exactly how long the drop is. You thought you were going to be able to get that in at the buzzer.
Look, dude, I ran out of nicotine patches days ago. This is where we're at.
I support your journey.
Hang on. You get this movie.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Denver, we coming for you.
Are you sure it's Denver?
I'm pretty sure it's Denver, not Aurora, but Denver.
I want to talk about this Tommy Pham thing because Scott has been all week long very upset at Tommy Pham and the whole debacle. So if you missed it, Reds outfielder Tommy Pham was before a game against the Giants. He was out in the outfield. Jock Peterson was out there. And apparently Tommy Pham had issue with something that Jock Peterson had posted in the group chat of a fantasy football league that they were in and told Jock, next time I see you, I'm bitch slapping you. And then stayed true to his word and slapped Jock Peterson in the face prior to the Reds-Giants game. Pham was suspended 3 games. Jock Peterson afterwards was like, yeah, it was a meme that I posted that made fun of the Padres, who Pham used to play for. He took offense to it. It happened. And then Pham has since come out and said it's partly Mike Trout's fault because he's the worst commissioner in fantasy football history. Because he allowed this to go on. He could have nipped it in the bud early on. And Scott, as he leaves the show and walks through his house.
Oh, no, you're good. I had to get something. Keep going. Keep going.
He had strong feelings about this week. I believe you called Tommy Pham soft. You had to get your Jock Peterson.
I had to get my Jock Peterson jersey, baby. We
and
out here
had to cover the camera with your hand like I'm talking to my mom.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough. Fucking A.
It is what it is.
So you're upset with Tommy Pham, Scott?
Tommy Pham can suck my dick.
Why though?
Like you don't bitch slap a man or some fantasy bullshit that happened months ago. Like, be better at your job, Tommy Pham. Like if you didn't suck at baseball so bad and your team wasn't overhyped and underperformed, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. Like, how you gonna get mad about a GIF that accurately represented your team? Like, and then what era are we in that it's okay to just be slapping other dudes? Like, that's what's really pissing me off is that, like, Will Smith has allowed this whole thing to happen. Like, now
fuck Will Smith. All my homies hate Will Smith.
Wait a second. Are you saying Will Smith is to blame for Tommy Pham slapping Jock Peterson?
100%. 100%.
If Will Smith never slapped Chris Rock, then Jock Peterson does not have that handprint across his face today.
He sure as fuck does it, man. It was that was the bitch slap heard round the world. Thanks, Will. He made it okay for grown ass men to think it was cool to slap somebody and just walk away.
I mean, it's not though, Scott. Like it's not, except that he called his shot. That is the only reason I'm at all okay with any part of this. Because I had heard about, I think I was at that game because weren't they in Cincinnati?
They were in Cincinnati, yeah.
It was the Tuesday game because I remember we were at the game, didn't pay 2 shits of attention to it, paid a lot of attention to those $3 Bud Lights and $2 hot dogs, though. And then got home and looked at my phone and I was like, wait a minute, smacked him? When did someone get smacked? I would remember that part. That's the only interesting thing at a baseball game when the bench is clear over some dumb shit. It was at batting practice.
Yeah, it was pregame.
But he called his shot.
That's what I'm saying. I almost respect the fact that he said, the next time I see you, I'm bitch slapping you, and then followed through with it. I'm not saying it's okay to slap another man. I'm just saying I'm impressed he followed through with the threat. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give Tommy Pham this. Outside of the fact that he helped the Braves win a World Series, Jock Peterson has one of the most fucking punchable faces in sports that you will ever fucking see. Like,
I've never seen
like Jock Peterson would get his ass whooped at every bar in the country. On he's
grab
the
us
frat,
a headshot.
He's the
User
frat
doesn't know.
I already saw. I just searched it up.
Doesn't matter. Live reaction on film. That's what the kids do these days.
He's the frat bro that the frat bros are like, God, man, like he paid his dues and shit, but we always got to throw down for this motherfucker.
No.
Always talking shit.
Scott,
always starting shit.
Is he the guy that paid his dues, or is he the guy that's like, dude, his dad's a legacy. He donated us 50 G's this year. Like, we just, oh, Jesus Christ.
As someone who's been racially profiled by these frats, I don't like this guy.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I mean, look at that hair.
It's the hair. For me, it's Jock Peterson's hair and his very odd mustache, or lack of one.
Even for a baseball player, he looks douchey.
He looks like he doesn't act like he looks like he doesn't ask for consent.
A baseball player, he looks douchey. Mookie said.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I gotta hand it to him. Like baseball players are pretty effing douchey.
Yeah,
like that's accurate.
But I'll tell you this: he's got no spot in the Xavier men's baseball team.
No, he doesn't. Luke
can't play for us
on lockdown.
That's right.
But no, so I feel I respect that Tommy Pham followed through with it, because how many times have you said the next time I see that motherfucker, I'm beating his ass, and then you see the guy and you're like, fuck him. I'm staying over here. I'm not even going over there. He followed through. Now let me ask you this, Scott. You're upset about the slap. I get it. Very disrespectful. What if it was a backhand slap? If it was a true pimp slap, because he said he was going to bitch slap him, but what if he pimp slapped him and he went backhand? Is that better or worse?
Wait, is that the true? Is that the line?
It needs to be for those of you that don't watch Atlanta, but Mike does. If you remember the 3 slaps episode when the grandpa slapped his grandson and he gave him the 3 slaps just real quick. That would have been acceptable. I would have been okay if he just nonchalantly just whap.
Just went over, leaned on the fence next to him, and just smack.
That was the only acceptable, because you literally would be like, "What the fuck just happened?" That's an acceptable slap. Or okay, this is the other acceptable type of slap. If he would have been wearing a white glove, an old school or a driving glove, and he went out
or a batting glove, I don't know. It was batting practice.
5 finger, and Jock's just standing there like, what's this motherfucker doing? He removes the glove and then he just slaps him. Like if he had a prop, like it would have been acceptable, but just walking up to a man and just slapping him in the face is not cool. You gotta go big with it, or I'm not okay with it.
I love the idea of Tommy Pham walking up with a white glove and peeling it off one finger at a time. Now, Jock, I told you the next time I saw you, just like the wrist flip
just the whip.
And then right after that, on the forehead, you can see very clearly Louisville Slugger. And someone runs by and goes, Charlie Murphy!
That's the type of slap that's acceptable. The comically ridiculous one.
Oh, no, penalty.
Celebrity
they called a penalty against the U.S. men, Cesar.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I haven't got a notification for that yet.
Celebrity deaths come in 3. Do celebrity slaps come in 3? Who's the next?
Oh, dude, who's getting slapped?
We've got 2.
It did happen. Dave Chappelle when he got fucking jumped on stage.
He almost got killed. That was not a slap.
Yeah,
somebody had a.
That was a serious situation, Cesar.
That was a knife disguised as a gun or something. It was weird.
Very weird situation.
And that guy got fucked up.
Bless you.
There's going to be one more slap. There has to be.
Yeah,
that's
a
the
foul.
rule.
You know it's going to be fucking Peyton Hillis.
Wait, Peyton Hillis is going to be the slapper or the slappy?
No, he's going to be the slappy. He's going to be like, you were on the cover of Madden?
It's like when Trent Dilfer got mad at that fucking kid on his high school team, and it was like, it was like, dog, show he's in fucking high school. He's not going to play past this year. Fuck off.
It's either that or it's going to be me next time I see Jayson Tatum. One of the two.
I got you, twin.
Yeah, I got you, Jason.
Sticking with your
Biscuit
fam.
said, hate to see what he does to someone when he's actually mad. He gets stabbed. That's what Tommy.
Hey,
Pham
wait,
does.
real
He's
quick
actually
though,
mad.
too, like, because I remember reading this before, like,
earlier
in the year when Tommy Pham was like trying to start the fight with who was it that he was trying to go after, like, real hard.
It was somebody with the Padres, wasn't it? There's the play at the plate that they knocked over.
Yeah. And they thought it was
that he was going to fight.
Yeah. It was when they slid into and what's his name got hurt.
Yeah.
I think Jock, this is the only time I'll give credit for Jock being smart enough to not retaliate, because I'm pretty sure I read that the Tommy Pham is like Taekwondo master or something.
Oh shit!
Tommy Pham will fuck you up. Like
I was gonna say, that's what makes the slap so egregious, because it's like, dude, you can whoop ass. Why did you slap somebody?
Like a warning.
Well, because dude, haven't you seen Con Air? Come on.
No, I know the answer is
actually wait.
there's
Serious
nothing
question,
more-
Caesar.
There's
Have you
nothing
seen
more
Con Air?
disrespectful than slapping another man. That's
Bingo.
The only Con Air I know is the hair dryers and like the hair products.
Technically,
Boo this man!
As a lowly level intern, I take everything I get given, right? That was not a deserved boo because that was a genuine question.
That was.
Okay,
It was
you know
fair.
what?
I wasn't even trying to
You
set
know what?
you.
You know what? 3-1,
Con Air
I'll
with the
take it.
great Nicolas Cage.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
don't- no, you
National
can't-
Treasure
you-
Book of Secrets. That's
Is it
where I
Chris
knew Nick
Rock
Cage
in that
from.
too? Actually,
All right, let's one more baseball story. Scott, your boy, has joined Twitter. Derek Jeter
Oh fuck.
joins Twitter and quote tweets. Who was it? Who's that Nick Adams guy, right?
I was
The
gonna
dude-
say it was some writer.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
fuck,
but it's the
Chris
guy
Rock.
who's carved out the lane of like the right wing sports guy is who this guy
Clay
is.
Travis?
No, not
just
Clay
gonna say,
Travis.
I
He's
was
like
like,
even
isn't that Clay
further
Travis?
right wing than Clay Travis. I think his name's Nick Adams. He's I've only seen him on Twitter. He posts things that are completely egregious, and it's just meant to stir up controversy and go viral. But he had tweeted several years ago, Derek Jeter, the most overrated baseball player of all time.
Was he that good?
It's accurate. He is kind of the most overrated. And then Jeter joins Twitter, quote tweets that with a picture of him apparently signing the back of a jersey for this Nick Adams as he's a kid. And he said, "Is this you, Nick?" Scott, that's a strong entry to Twitter. That's a very strong entry. I know you don't like Jeter. I know you're upset about it, but that's a solid entry to the Twitter world.
I'm upset for a couple of reasons. One, it's a real excellent burn. Two, it's petty as fuck. Like, and as Captain Petty, like the fact that Jeter came on Twitter and held a grudge from some shit that was written and like tweeted like years ago. So he's not on Twitter. So somebody told him about this, obviously, and he's like, okay, whatever, I'm not on Twitter. But he's sitting there within the last couple days thinking, one, like, what's my Twitter handle going to be? Okay, I got that down. Like, what's my first tweet going to be? Oh, I know, something petty as fuck. Like, he may be a better tweeter already than he was ever a baseball player.
Does it make you upset that tweet has since been deleted and it's not on his timeline anymore?
What? He deleted it? Oh, yeah, well, he's back being a huge bitch.
What a
classic
bitch.
Jeter. Classic Jeter.
Did he come all the way out and say he was hacked yet?
No, he did not.
Balls in his face.
He was a single slap hitter with shitty defense who played in the New York market. That's it.
Here, I want to pull this up because this is I want to show the actual tweet and it is actually pretty solid. But then I want to take a look at Derek Jeter's Twitter handle here and break something down for a second. So here's the tweet. This has been screen grabbed by the New York Porch Sports. This you, Nick, and he's signing a jersey for a little kid with the quote tweet from Nick Adams from March of 2022. Derek Jeter is the most overrated baseball player in MLB history. The worst part about this was I found myself agreeing with Nick Adams, which is that's a very tough pill to swallow when you hear a guy like Nick Adams and you're like, oh, damn, he's actually he's right about this. But we need to look at Derek Jeter's Twitter bio for a second because I saw this and I'm not too happy about it. And I feel like Scott would like this as well. Derek Jeter's Twitter bio says, and he left. Scott left the stream right as I was about to read it.
Wow,
God,
typical Scott.
All right, Jeter. First of all, no cover photo on his Twitter bio. That's a problem. That's some old man stuff right there. But then his bio says, sleep deprived father to 3 amazing girls. Hall of Fame class of 2020. This motherfucker is touting his Hall of Fame class in his Twitter bio. It is the corniest move of all time. This is what I feel like makes him the most overrated player. The fact that he's putting his Hall of Fame class of 2020 in his Twitter bio. Complete bitch move on his part. Hey, Scott, welcome back.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Did you press the wrong button?
Holy shit. No, I just, for whatever reason, it was just like, nah, you're not in the stream anymore. Like, you just collapsed the window.
I quit. basically,
Oh my
right?
goodness.
That's how
God,
that goes.
I was just showing Mookie and Cesar that Derek Jeter has in his Twitter bio Hall of Fame class of 2020. He put that directly in the Twitter bio when he was coming up with it, and I think this is the douchiest move that he could have done.
I have arguably the best bio on Twitter, and this is some dark shit.
All right, we're going that left turn.
We
now.
we can't do it because Caesar's account is protected because he's afraid that his his boss might follow him. So bold claim to be like, I've got the best one.
No, it is. I'll show you. I'll show it.
I also like that Derek Jeter doesn't have a Twitter header because he probably can't figure it out.
No header image. Very old man style.
Yeah, Mike called that out. Don't you worry.
Caesar, I can't read it.
25-year-old organ donor from Hawaii named McLovin.
So you basically just jacked super bad.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie.
Boo this man!
Now we're tied, bitch.
You like who was it? That's Mike. Was it you or was it Matt that said Cesar and Mookie are the same person? Like
it was me. Same person.
100%.
Wow.
Takes a lot of pressure off me, I think it's a good thing.
You can't come in, Cesar, with I've got the greatest.
It's better than Jeter's without a doubt.
No, it's better than Jeter, sure. But
Jeter is calling out how bye Scott. Oh, he's back.
Horizontal.
It's like the worst.
There it is, the horizontal camera, the vertical camera. Oh my god. All right, let's talk a little golf real quick.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
So the field was announced for the first ever Saudi tournament coming up here in the coming weeks in London, and
it's just Phil.
No, Phil Mickelson not listed in the field. He's not
even.
Phil Mickelson doesn't even show up in the field, but here are some names that are in the field that are pretty interesting. Sergio Garcia, we knew about that one after he said, I can't wait to leave this tour when he was arguing with the rules official a few weeks back. Ian Poulter is going to be there, Lee Westwood, Luis Oosthuizen, Martin Kamer, Charles Schwartzel. But the big name, the one that is turning all the heads, is none other than Dustin Johnson. That's right. Paulina Gretzky's husband is playing in this tournament.
So
now
bad.
The PGA is like threatening, like they're saying these guys might be kicked off the tour if they play in this event. But it's rumored that that Dustin Johnson got $150 million to play in this event. One event, one weekend. That's the rumor. $150 million. If I'm Dustin Johnson, who's not doing great on the PGA lately, like I'm there, but I'm not winning. Fuck it. Give me that 150 mil of your dirty money and I'm out. I'll never play golf again. I'm just going to sit there with my smoke show of a wife and count money constantly.
Probably snort a lot of coke too. Let's not forget that.
That'd be in my Twitter bio, like comp to 150 in the Saudi tournament. That's all it would say.
So wait,
look at my wife.
Do you think there is a ceiling on the round he has to shoot? Like, can he just go out there, take 8s on every hole, and fucking walk off after the first round? Be like, peace out.
I don't think he even cares if he makes the cut. If you
but like this, is there a thing he has to do to get paid?
I don't believe so because they know the Saudi tournament knows the risk that these guys are taking. They're trying to get legitimacy, right? So they need guys like Dustin Johnson to show up. So they're willing to pay to make their product legitimate. So no, I don't think there's any strings attached. He just has to be there. So he might be cooked up for the tournament.
Why didn't the NCAA ever figure out that's how it's done?
I mean, it's Saudi. Maybe he gets his hands cut off if he doesn't finish like above a certain thing. Like, they hit him with that Saudi justice. Like, it's 150 mil, but
you got to be at least 15.
But you might take this gigantically, comically bladed sword to the wrists if you don't finish top 10.
There's a race card.
I was waiting for it.
Did I just get the first ever Arabian race car?
I think you maybe did. And it only took 75 minutes into this show to do it, Scott.
You sure did.
Hold on a second.
That was the first time this ever happened.
Because I got one more. What if Dustin Johnson, what if he comes out? Forever would be my golfer. I'd be like, man, fuck Tiger. I don't even know that motherfucker. If he comes out to Arab money.
Race card.
Mike turned his back. Like, could you imagine?
I think in bigger
Dustin
news,
Johnson coming out to the course. We getting Arab.
there's a guy on the tour and his last name is Gooch. That's fucking crazy. That sucks.
So much research.
Bro, his name is what is Taylor Gooch.
Oh, you're right. Like you're technically you are right.
Dick. Imagine your name being Gooch. Like that fucking sucks.
Or imagine Dustin Johnson running out to the first tee box yelling, "Scott, hit me with it."
We getting Arab money.
Money. Like Shane McMahon just fucking.
Oh God. Oh, I need this to happen. Like, they never play intro music in golf, but they gonna start at this Arab tournament, baby.
Intro music? You mean walk-up music, Scott? There's already precedent set for how this goes, right?
They're gonna walk out like the WWE and shit.
Oh shit.
I can't believe his last name is Gooch. If your last name was Gooch, would you change your last name?
Cesar is still so just blown away by that.
Like every commercial break. Arabian Night.
You know what? You know what, Scott? We should have seen this coming after last week's post show, right?
Oh shit!
We taught Cesar about Dumbo and Aladdin.
Yeah, man. Oh fuck!
Fuck, even Lady in the Tramp for good measure, right?
How are you 35 in your last name?
All right, Mike. All right.
Matt Barr said, so would you rather have 150 million?
150 million.
150 million.
Hey guys, I got your answer. Gabe already answered it for us. Easy, 150. They ain't no cuts in this league.
Exactly.
Oh shit. I made Mike quit twice. Oh fuck.
Soccer. Now Caesar's about to leave.
No. I'm gonna go get something very quickly.
Caesar.
Y'all clowning me. I'll be back very quickly.
Well, you gotta go. He got pee.
Mookie was excited, and I actually did watch that Champions League final. Like
The whole thing.
I did. I watched.
Were you sober?
Yeah. Oh,
I wasn't. It was great.
Was I sober? That's not really a good question for me ever.
That's fair. But I thought you had the kids around. It was in the afternoon. You know
what was happening before the game with the crowd? Because that was insane to see the crowd beforehand, like fighting to get
with
into
hope in your hearts.
It's very easy to explain. It was because all those degenerate Liverpool fans are trying to get in with broken ass tickets. So they printed off fake shit and they try to pull the 2-for-1, right? Like, any of you who ever waited tables, hopefully you know the 2-for-1, right? You print out one check and you get 2 payments for it. Well, that's what they were trying to do at the gates. They would print out a ticket twice because they did not issue digital tickets because Liverpool's front office is just that ghetto and broke, apparently. So their fans basically printed the same ticket multiple times and all rushed these gates saying, hey, if all 4 of us have the exact same ticket, but we go to 4 different gates, one of us is going to get in. Let's do it. And then when they started shutting down the gates because they found out there was fraud and counterfeiting happening, Liverpool fans are like, oh, that's cool. This is how we do it in England. And let's just bum rush the gate, try to smush people in, and then climb over the fences because, that's going to be a really good time. That's what happened. And that's why the match was delayed for so long. They had to tear gas these fools. Like, I don't know. That's the environment I would take my child into, but apparently some people from England did. I don't know. Cesar, any kind of rebuttal of that? Because I really don't think there is one.
I have an exact rebuttal and I have sources.
Sources? He's got receipts, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Okay, clear out.
Caesar did some journalism. On the back of this jersey, there's this logo.
Okay.
It's a logo that means a lot to the Liverpool supporters. I don't want to say any certain things because there's a
you're going to invoke Hillsborough, eh?
there's a certain lawsuit going on over a certain publication in England for them not being reputable. So it's a thing I'm very passionate about. Well, they were claiming that Liverpool supporters were fucking climbing the fence and doing all this crazy shit. When there's so many journalists that were in Paris, they had 20 to 25,000 Liverpool supporters going through these 2 funnels that only fit 5 people. So there's Liverpool fans there 3 hours in advance trying to get through these fucking tunnels, but they couldn't because the French government and the sporting government that put on the event couldn't fucking prioritize shit right and couldn't set shit like they couldn't. It wasn't organized. It was very disorganized. And as someone who was at a festival where people died, where shit was disorganized, I've seen it firsthand. When you don't have that shit organized, it's not gonna fucking work. Not if the people are nice, good, mean, ugly. It's not gonna happen.
Liverpool supporters, Gunner supporters. I hate to agree with it, but he's absolutely right. He actually brought the facts, and he's 100% right. So what had happened was, Matt Barr, before you try to make light of it, is in a FA Cup final in Hillsborough, 96 Liverpool fans lost their lives because the organizers didn't properly create space for people to all make it into the stadium. And so they all basically crushed each other and people suffocated and died.
30 for 30 on it.
Yeah.
They did 30 for 30 on it, but that's basically what actually happened. And so what's happening now is you have supporters and fans who were there saying what Cesar was saying, but trying to be quieted by the politicians and media and FIFA, where they're like, no, they fucked up. They were a bunch of delinquents. It was local, like, not gangsters, but hoodlums, we'll say.
There was like French, like youth or whatever.
There were, and they all folded into it.
Mug him. Like,
but the problem was they didn't figure out how to plan an event like, the LA Rams did, where they had everyone. There was basically a quarter-mile perimeter around the stadium that was just blocked off, and they bust people in to make sure they could control the crowd. Ahead of time, you're having 200,000 people in this small area, and you open, I think they had 8 gates for the entire stadium.
And there's only 2 for Liverpool supporters.
And there's only 2 for Liverpool, 2 for Real, and then the other, the other 4 then were general admission or like PR. And so it's a big fucking mess. And it's a big blemish on the match because I got to be honest, the first half, Cesar, I don't know if you feel differently, wasn't a great first 45.
It wasn't great.
And I think a lot of it was because you have these highly trained athletes who are ready to roll and ready to go and amped up, and then they had to go sit on ice for 30 minutes. And you're not going to hear any of this actually out there because FIFA wants to put this behind them and focus on Qatar.
The French ministry as well.
And the French ministry is trying to put it behind them. But, like, dude, it was fucked. I will be honest. I was happy, though, because it gave me enough time to finish edging around my house before I got drunk watching soccer. So that was a plus.
Somebody say edging?
I did say edging.
I usually take everything super lightly.
After you mow, you got to edge. Otherwise, you're never going to finish.
Oh, Google edging.
I usually take everything super lightly.
Really, Mike? Really? You give Tyson more for that bullshit last week, and I can't get that? Man, fuck all of y'all.
This is something very near and dear to my heart.
Stats.
I'm going to track this shit
I'm doing it for the rap air horn, baby.
Motherfucker.
Guys, thank you for that.
So fuck the French ministry. Fuck the French government. You'll never fucking walk. I'm not wearing the jersey.
But also, how about that loss? In basically 10 days, you went from having a shot at the quad to winning the 2 meaningless trophies.
Dude, no, look.
You might as well be an Arsenal fan, bro.
No. For the intern, it could have been terrible. The Celtics lost on Friday.
Wait. Hold on. Let's recognize he's talking about himself in the third person. But you're right. Yes, it could have been real bad.
The Celtics lost on Friday. Liverpool lost on Saturday. Y'all saw the video. I was fucking crying, essentially. And the Celtics should have lost on Sunday. Thank God.
For this show's sake, I really wanted the Celtics to lose on Sunday.
I really did too.
I would have been a fucking mess.
Fuck the Celtics in general, but it was just because I wanted to see your reaction after, just a meltdown of a weekend.
Next week, sunglasses and a cigar blowing the fucking Warriors pack. No worries.
Bro, they're not going to be done with 3 games by Wednesday of next week.
Okay, 2 Wednesdays. Okay,
I know, it's the NBA Finals. This shit goes on another month.
I had 2 Mad Dogs already, so I'm kind of feeling it.
I saw you drinking your blue Mad Dog like a fucking weirdo.
All right, so Mike, real quick before, hold on, because this guy can just
he demands to be referred to as Rap Air Horn Winner Tyson. You know what?
No, he's
Rap Air Horn Winner Tyson is
This man
Eat dick, Tyson. That's what I gotta say.
Mookie.
Suck a dick.
Wow.
Mookie, you're abusing the button pushing privileges.
Yeah.
That's abuse of button pushing.
No, that
I
was
am
well
sorry.
deserved.
And also, no,
deserved.
that was not well deserved for rap or air horn winner Tyson. And just to even it out, because that was an undeserved boo.
So I got a rap air horn for the boo.
No.
I appreciate
No.
that.
Tyson got the rap.
That's like
Tyson
some next
got
level
that.
meta shit right
Tyson
there.
got that for his comment about being referred to as rap air horn winner Tyson. So he broke even. For tonight.
That's not the way I'm going to mark it down in my scorer's book. So you can think what
I don't
you
think
want.
so. I don't think that's how that goes. All right, let's wrap this up and talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Let me find the sexy music to play. Scott, what was in your mug tonight before your computer died, and would you bang it?
Yeah, before my computer died, I was drinking Platt Park Brewing Ice Cream Parlor Milkshake IPA. It's peaches, it's lactose, it's fucking delicious. I started off banging it, and I wouldn't stop. I'd go Kobe on this beer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No consent.
What were you drinking? Would you bang it?
Yeah. So I was drinking the.
No, go ahead. Yeah, we're good. I was gonna hit him with a moving on, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Whew, that got awkward.
Now
Not
we're
quite
here.
As awkward as the golf talk, but pretty awkward.
I don't know what to do to come back from this, so we'll just go ahead and say that I loved my apricot blonde from Dry Dock Brewing.
You son of a bitch.
And earlier I had said it was a sundress moment of intimacy, but actually I think I want to change that, and I want to reform it to a white tennis skirt kind of situation.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You find that moment alone in the country club, or like us poor folks say, the public tennis courts with people hanging on the chainmail outside. Yeah, that's all right. It worked out.
Okay, that got weird. Caesar, what were you drinking? Would you bang it?
I was drinking a Gose, and it was solid. I'd fuck it.
But would it taste like pennies?
It didn't taste like pennies, and that shit last night didn't taste like pennies either, brother.
Oh, all right. So you saying hello again, or did you not actually get the digits?
Hang on, he deserves it.
She's a homie, so I mean,
She's a homie.
If I don't get cuffed, then it'll go again. Bro, I'm ran through with my friends.
Well, I mean, if you've done them all, fuck it.
I think that's what he did.
Fluffy gingerbread from Odyssey Beerworks.
Yeah, you're not running through anything, Mike. Sorry.
I would definitely have sex with this beer.
Yeah.
I would too with my beer. You can't see it, but I'll take it out again.
Because she was tall, dark, and handsome, right, Mike?
Guys,
that's what you're into.
Guys, what the shit happened tonight? What?
I don't know. I hope we don't remember tomorrow.
It's the drunk Cesar. Whenever the intern's drunk.
Look. I bet if the Arabs come calling with money for us to do the show live from Arabia, I bet we do that shit. And it ain't even gotta be 150 mil.
It could be fucking 3,000 and I'm there.
It'll be $10. I'll be like, yeah, we doing the show live from Arab.
Do they actually have dollars over there?
It's
well, when we convert it, we'll be rich.
It's worth more.
Thank you guys for putting up with our bullshit tonight. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports, Twitter and Instagram. Give us a like on Facebook. Join the Facebook group. It's the show basically throughout the week. So go hit us up there. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of awesome content there. Go support the other podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Podcast Network. Subscribe, rate, review wherever you get your podcast. It helps more than you know. Hopefully we're here next week.
Scott, would they be sand dollars?
Hey, the next time I'm not gonna let this computer die, goddammit.
Rest in peace to Mary and Barbara, and you never walk alone, baby.
I got you today, Scott.